Hello everyone, welcome to another Princess of Pineapples, aka Nailah live stream. Hello everyone, welcome on in. I see you late to the party, I see you. Hey Crispy, how are you? I imagine you're not very happy with the Treasure Islands being down, but hopefully overall you're doing okay. I saw April's message that she posted and I'm like, well, hopefully they'll get it fixed, they'll be able to find a way around it. Still sucks in the meantime though, but a whole lot we can do about it. We just gotta be patient and let the modders do their thing. So, some of you already know, but I have some potentially very exciting news to share with you all today. I might be adopting a kitten this weekend. When I say might, it's very highly I will be adopting a kitten, even if it's not necessarily, even if it's not necessarily the kitten I've had my eye on, I will be adopting a kitten. And there goes the sirens. Did I get it muted in time? I'm sorry if you had to hear that, if I wasn't quick enough to the trigger. It's the kitten hype sirens. Okay, you did? I did get into time? Okay, good. Good. I was a little worried I didn't click it in time, so thank you. Thank you for telling me. Yes, but kitten hype, kitten hype. Okay, we're gonna transition over to this screen now. Let me know if it looks good, if you can see everything. I tried to get it all within the frame. I'm questioning if it all is within the frame. That's a little better. You don't need to see the white part, but you need to see this top part because we're going to be working on the tree and then we're going to go in and do the leaves afterwards. I'm going to try my very best to get over all the way to the right side today with doing this leaf that you can't really see right now all the way over here. So I'm going to try to get that far today. And then the next stream, we should hopefully be wrapping this diamond painting up by going in and doing the yellow background. Also, hello, Mrs. Cupcake. How are you? Dang nabbit, lol. Cupcake. Yes, you did. Hello. Dag nabbit? What's the dag nabbit for? Oh, is it because you're not a mod? I mean, if you want to be a mod, Mrs. Cupcake, but you don't need to be. Nailah, do you have any recommendations on any particular diamond art company I should be ordering my diamond paintings from? Etsy. I recommend Etsy. I got this one off of Etsy, and this one's really good. I really like it. It is a little bit more expensive than, say, Amazon, but the quality is better. So if you're looking for like premium quality that's not from the diamond art shop, because there is a diamond painting company called the Diamond Art Shop, but their diamond paintings are like $60 a pop, Whereas this one here, I do believe Chrissy paid like $40 for this size. So that's more in our budget rather than $60. So Amazon, you could probably get a decent diamond painting for like 20, 30. But if you want a little bit better overall quality of your painting, I would highly recommend looking into Etsy. And if you're really, really trying to be like on a budget, Amazon and Temu are technically options you could do if you need to, if you need to pinch and dime and don't want to spend all your extra money on a diamond art. Aw, Marshall. Marshall, you know you don't have to do that, right? Thank you so much. Let's see, Panda the Jod, the floor. Oh, Cozy got one. Yay, Cozy. Bella Draws and Crafty Chan. Thank you so much, Marshall. Hold on, let me put some pineapples in the chat. I can do this. I can put pineapples in the chat. Also, Zenny will be here shortly. Sometimes it takes a bit for her YouTube to load the chat, but she is here today, people, so be prepared. Oh, there she is. We have bought some from Joann's in the past, but sadly that isn't possible anymore. Well, Michael's is still open. Good morning, I know, but wanted to show you some love. Aw, Marshall, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Can we get some hype and hearts for Marshall? Okay. It seems like a lot of Joann stores are going out of business. They're all going out of business, Miss Cupcake. There will be no more Joann's in the future. It is sad. It is very sad, but lately I've been getting a lot of my fabric on Etsy anyways. So it's not actually going to hurt me that much to not go to Joann's, because half the time it's much easier for me to just, have Chrissy buy the fabric online. Speaking of fabric, people, did any of you notice the My Melody fabric I put up in the potholder business the other day? Well, let's just say someone, we won't mention names, specifically told me they wanted to order a pair of My Melody potholders. So we went ahead and we got the fabric. They said they would be able to pay me next week after they had initially, said that they were interested in ordering. So I was like, okay, that's fine. You can pay me next week. So, Marshall, we at the Pineapple House do not support Walmart. Walmart is evil. Yay, Zenny! Woo! A new milestone. 6 months. Look at your little froggy. It's popping out of the flowers. But yes, they ordered a pair of My Melody potholders, and I'm going to give them 1 more week to respond to me. But so far, it's been dead quiet. So, if they do not respond within the next week, I am going to hereby open up the My Melody fabric to everybody else. So, if you are potentially interested in some My Melody potholders, just keep that in your back pocket, okay? Keep that little note in your back pocket. 1 more week and that fabric will be open to everyone. I'm trying to give them the courtesy of, being extra courteous, because it's been 2 weeks since they said they would pay me. So I think trying to be professional, giving them 1 more week, and then that's it. Because I don't want to have Chrissy buy this fabric and have it just sit in my tote not being used, But yes, kitten. Oh, I'm so excited. I don't know how I'm going to contain myself for the next 2 days. Where can I see the potholders? Oh, you want to see them right now? Oh, hold on, Marshall. I got you. I'll have to do this very carefully so I don't put it on top of the diamond art. These are my swirls that I made for JoJo. Okay. I'll try to get them in the frame so you can see them. I'm not trying to drop them on top of my diamond art. If you need to see them better than this, they're in my Discord. But this is an example, okay? I'm trying to get them in here. It's very hard to not drop them on top of the diamond art. If you need a better picture than that, let me know and I'll change the angle. But that's basically what my pot holders look like. They are big. And when I say they're big, like, I know you can't see my hand from this angle, but see my hand? See my hand? See how big they are? It's a good thing I had these up here. Hey Valerie, how are you? I saw that, Marshall. I think it's from Diamond Dots. I just moved and need new pot holders. Well, what would you like? I can definitely help you. And I can do just about anything as long as I have the fabric. So even if you want something I don't have yet, I can very much get it for you. As long as it exists. It needs to exist. Like, I'm pretty sure there's something very niche that does not exist out there in the pot holder world. Like, let's see. How about a dinosaur with cupcakes in the background? I don't know if that fabric exists. Oh, hey, Miss Cupcake. When did you say you were streaming this month? The end of the month, right? I don't want to miss it this time. And you can ask anyone here that's purchased pot holders from me before. I have like a 2-3 day window. If I have the fabric in my house, I will be like Sonic, but all your lines will be perfectly straight. I am very much a professional when it comes to getting things out quickly. I don't like to make people wait. So just let me know what you're interested in. And if you're not in the Discord, you should join the Discord, because I do have an official area for all my pot holder business. And I did update my Ko-Fi, so be proud of me, Crispy. I did update my Ko-Fi to actually show off a few of my designs. I have not got the ACNH pot holders up there yet, but I wanted to take a new picture of them with some of the cool props that Angie got me. I can't remember if she got them for me for Christmas or my birthday, but I have some like Animal Crossing props that I want to like put around the ACNH pot holders and take like a new picture. It's just I've been both busy and not busy at the same time, because yesterday I was pretty much not really that busy that I could have gotten that done, but I wasn't really thinking about it because 2 days ago I went and took a walk, a very long 5-mile walk, and needless to say, I decided I would be a really smart Nailah, and I walked with sandals on for 5 miles. And if you've never walked with sandals on for 5 miles on a dirt/stone gravel walkway, it's very easy to get tiny little pebbles under your feet. And there was at one point where there was a pebble under the front part of my foot, you know, right after your toes and that part of your foot. And I had to go sit down on a bench to get it out of my sandal. And I realized I was starting to get a blister. And I was like, oh no, because I was already halfway through my 2.5-mile walk to the store. And then I had to walk back. So I had to buy a pair of socks. I had to buy some moleskins and basically do some therapy so that I could walk back in less pain, but it was still very painful. I will tell you, it was very painful for me to walk back. But I made it like 95% of the way home, and Dreams called and said he was on his way home. I was in the park, and 0 5 stars, don't recommend. I walked to the boat ramp by my late grandma's lake house and regretted it. Yes, exactly, Anna. So for the past like 2 days, I've been on do not exert yourself. Um, hmm, what would you call it? Punishment, timeout. Dreams put me in timeout, and he's like, "You better not do nothing." So even though I will be back school run, no worries, Crispy. Drive safe. So even though I did have this urge to start sewing yesterday, I was like, no, no, night bad. So I was diamond painting yesterday, and I'm almost done with my tiger. So once that's done, I'll definitely show that off too. Don't know where I'm going to put it when it's done, but almost done. Doing okay, just tired. Started a new before bed book last night, and it's too good of a book to be a before bed book. I couldn't put it down. Yes, the book she's talking about is called Water Moon. I can't remember the author off the top of my head, but if Chrissy remembers, she can tell you. But yeah, we're reading that for Rymanora's book club. Rymanora is a fellow content creator and a friend of mine. She is from Australia. She's in the future, and that was the book that won for this month's book club. And I'm like, okay, let's see if Barnes and Noble has it while we're there, and they did. So I was like, okay, you can read it first, because out of the two of us, Chrissy is the faster reader. So I'm like, okay, she can read it first, and then I'll read it after. So if she gets done with it really fast, then that'll be great. Oops, I've been there. You look up 4 chapters later, and you realize it's 4 a.m. Hey, nothing like a good book, right? So yeah, it's very exciting. I'm excited to read it myself. See just how good it is. She said it kind of reminds her of a Studio Ghibli film. I don't know if that's just the descriptions are just that good, but Samantha Yoto Yabu. I hope I said that right, because I am not sure. But yeah, just a tip to any of you out there that like to walk. Don't walk 5 miles in sandals. Don't do it. Even if it's like the perfect day to wear your Stitch sandals and you're just so excited about getting to wear them again. Don't be like me. Which book? It's called Water Moon. Water Moon. I love Studio Ghibli. For me, the hard part is the chapters are all really short, 5-10 pages max. Last few books I've read have had huge chapters, so reading shorter ones makes it easier to digest quickly. That is a fair point, Chrissy. Yes, I'm so excited about my cat. Oh, how am I gonna wait? Valerie, how am I gonna wait 2 whole days? Huh. I feel like I've already been waiting long, even though it's only been like 2 months. Just hang in there, Nailah. You can do it. You can do it. It's just 2 days. It'll be here before you know it. I love Studio Ghibli too. My Asian island is themed after them. Ooh. I don't know if I've ever seen your island, Anna. I want to say Anna, and then I want to also say Anna, because I think of Frozen. It could be both. That's awesome, Anna. Read the first 100 pages or so and only was able to force myself to stop because I got to part 2. Oh no, the horror of reading a good book. Whatever will you do? First pronunciation is correct. Anna. Okay. Wait, was I saying Anna? Anna. Waiting is hard, but it'll be worth it. Yeah. Like, Dreams and I were talking about it. I think it was either last night or the night before that, because it had to be last night, because I just found out about the adoption event, like, literally yesterday. Like, I was just checking Facebook like I always do, because I do have a Facebook, people. I usually only keep it because I do have a few family members that I still talk to. Like, I talk to my half sister and I talk to my grandfather, even though he's more like my step grandfather, not like blood related. But those are the two people that I keep my Facebook around for. And I had been stalking 10 Lives Club for a while now, just waiting for news of when my kitten might be available to be adopted, because they were being cared for by a nice foster family, that they take kittens in from 10 Lives and they foster them until they're old enough to be adopted. And I'm like, okay, I keep seeing this one particular kitten. He was like the only tux of his litter. Well, I don't know if it's a boy, but I just have this feeling that he's a boy because I was a boy mom, but I don't know. It could be a girl. But anyways, so I had been stalking Facebook like a hawk, like waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for something to come up and tell me, hey, your kitten is ready. Now, granted, there's no guarantee that the kitten I want is going to be there, but I just felt like the stars are aligning. Like, not only is this weekend Dreams' weekend off, which he gets one of those every month. He gets one weekend off, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This is his weekend off. It's at a time where we can go. As far as I know, both Dreams and Chrissy would have the funding for me to, put down the adoption money for the cat, because I don't have $200, which I think is the total cost for adopting the kitten. And they also, it's during the time where I can go. It's 10 a.m. till 1, which, yeah, it does mean I can't stream, but if I get my kitten, I think y'all would understand that I'm not going to stream if I have the possibility of getting my kitten. So and the fact that this particular kitten, the one that I've had my eye on for the past 2 months, they were born like not even exactly a week after Ace had passed. It was like one day more, and it would have been exactly a week to the day that these kittens were, their mom was rescued by a good Samaritan, and they were brought into 10 Lives, and they were born healthy, and there was 6 of them, and there was only one tux. They were the only tux of the litter, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, kitten delivery service, kitten distribution center, is this you? Are you telling me this is my cat? So I was like, okay, I will take this as a sign. And I knew I wouldn't be able to adopt this kitten until they were at least 3 months old, because that's when I got Ace, when he was weaned off of his mama's milk, and he came to live with me when he was 3 months old. So you have to wait until the cats are at least 3 months to be adopted. So I waited, and it's time. they're old enough now, and I'm just like excited and nervous and excited, and I'm just like, I couldn't make this up if I tried. How's that whiz? Oh, help me, whiz. Why can't I say this? Wistfulness. Whiz. Whiz calmness. I'm still saying that wrong. But it has a deeper meaning behind it too. Like with House Moving Castle, at most basic, it's about a girl who gets cursed by a witch to feel like an old lady. In her adventure, she tries to break the curse. But when you dig deeper, it's so much more. This book will need multiple readings, I feel, to get everything out of it. Ooh. Sounds like Chris is going to be busy. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you can hear the trash people outside, but today is Thursday, which is trash day for us, so that's normal, and hopefully it's not too loud. Obviously not back-to-back readings, that would be silly, but more readings. Tomorrow is our trash day. Did we put the trash out? Yes. Yes, Dreams put it out last night. We're all good. He actually remembered this time. Last time I had to go rush and put it out at like 9:45 a.m. And usually they come during my stream, so I'm like, I hope we're not too late. But that day they were running really late and they came much later in the day, so it turned out to be okay. But it was a little scary because our trash was very full and needed to be taken. I was so happy when they finally showed up. I was in April's stream and I was like, the trash people are here! And I think it was Bug, who I think he's called Pigeon Bug nowadays. He commented that, wow, I've never seen someone so excited about the trash. And I'm like, yes, yes, I am excited about them actually being here. So we're all good. Yep, we did. Well, did you actually go out to check? Did you not hear what I said? Though the mailman might be coming soon. You could put a water in the mailbox if you want to. If he's on time today, he usually shows up anywhere between 9:30 and 10:30. I must have missed it, yes. People who can't get excited about the trash never had their city missed trash service due to an ice storm or blizzard or delays like that. Oh yeah, like, do you know about the historic blizzard of Buffalo from, what was it, 2022? I think it was 2022. But we got a huge blizzard here that basically immobilized everyone from going anywhere for like almost a whole week. Like, Dreams couldn't even go deliver the mail. It was that bad. So we had so much trash just piled up on the porch and even a few bags inside that were like, please, please let the roads be okay for them to travel. And when they finally got here, it was like a huge relief for everyone that they were finally here. It was a crazy time. It was crazy. I have a friend who lives in Buffalo, and I saw how it affected her. Yeah, you want to know what I was doing during that storm? I was out there shoveling snow, like the badass that I am, because Nana ain't scared of no blizzard. Uh-uh. I was out there helping people, doing whatever I could, you know. And when I finally got inside, I told Dreams to take a picture of me relaxing with My Little Pony quilt that I made with my own two hands covering me. I'm like, look at how awesome I am. uh oh, I felt like bragging and shouting to the world, and I'm like, no one's gonna care. Though I much prefer it when we get the normal amount of snow. Uh, it do be crazy up here. It be crazy sometimes. I live further south in Kansas City, so we get more ice here than snow. But ice stops everything too. Oh no, ice is ice is really bad. But there's one thing that's worse than ice. It's sleet. When you get the snow and the rain mixed together, oh my gosh, I hate that. I hate that so much. Like my boots that I have for snow, you know, they are the most amazing boots there ever was. But like even those can only hold up so much in basically really, really slippery conditions. So like when it's sleeting outside, I hold Dreams' hand and I'm like, "Can you help me to the car? I'm scared. I'm so scared." Uh, and Dreams, he's used to being out there in all these conditions because he's a mailman. For those of you that don't know, my fiance is a mailman, and he's experienced these bad weather conditions for basically 5 years now. So he's like, huh? He's like, it's nothing to me, but he always assures me I'm not gonna fall. I'm not gonna fall. But inner Nailah is like terrified about falling because if there's anyone here that does not know, I had a really bad fall back when I was 29 years old, and I tripped over basically my own shadow, and I landed on a concrete slate. My knee hit the middle of the concrete slate that was like supposed to be this nice little concrete block for walking to make the walkway nice, and I hit it smack point in the center. And because of that fall, I have sciatica in my right leg now. So, yeah, I don't want to fall again. And I have not fallen since that day. So I've done very good at staying on my 2 feet, but I still get really anxious about falling, that if I even feel it being slick, I'm like reaching over for Dreams and I'm like, just hold me, just hold me. And he's always very good about understanding how paranoid I am, so he is the best partner I could have. Also, Quack! Hi, Sammy! How are you? I was solidly at least 2 weeks before we had any mail service after Winter Storm Blair. Oof. Wait, did they name the storm? I didn't know they named the storm. Hey, Sammy, how are you? Should I make mac and cheese tonight? Or should I do mashed potatoes? Because either one of those could go very good with barbecue. Hi, Sammy. I'm okay. Bit sleepy still. You need some Monster, Sammy, clearly. Yeah, they name winter storms that they affect enough places. I don't know when they began doing that. Yeah, I knew about them naming the hurricanes, but I didn't know the blizzard had a name. I just call it the famous Buffalo blizzard because, it affected us. Luckily, Chrissy was able to stay home from having to go to work that year, but her next year was almost worse because she got stuck at her work for like a good 3 days. She was able to come home for Christmas though, which was nice. It's been too long since I did any mod duties. I keep forgetting to post people's links. How dare you, Chrissy? How dare. It's okay. Crispy's got you. She is the best mod. She is the best, the most amazing, wonderful friend one could ever ask for. But it's okay. I understand. You're fine. Besides, it's not like Sammy needs me to shout her out anyways. Everyone here knows how amazing and wonderful Sammy is, right? Do you need me to shout to the rooftops how amazing Sammy is? Because I will, but I feel like you already know. Let me know if there's anyone here that didn't already know that, because I feel like most of the people that are here probably originally came from April, and if you were originally sent here by April, you already know how amazing Sammy is. No, stop. What? I'm not amazing. Stop it. You two can't make me stop shouting you out. You can't make me stop talking. So, I'm sticking my tongue out at you. I know you can't see it, but we all know how amazing Sammy is. Yes, exactly. See? Crispy gets it. Of course, Crispy is amazing too. Yes, I have seen Sammy in April streams. Well, that's because Sammy is not only a mod there, but she's one of April's closest friends. So, of course, she's there. Crispy and I have definitely become really, really close, especially with her wanting to send me the ACNH switch and me going, no, give it to somebody who actually needs it more than I do. And she was like, no. She was like, no, I'm only sending it to you. And I'm like, but why? Why me? Why am I so special? And I swear, if Crispy could, like, if I could have seen her face, she probably would have looked very grumpy and be like, Nailah? That almost motherly tone. Uh, so I consider Crispy kind of like a big sister. She's like a big overprotective sister. I'm an only child, so I don't really know what it's like to have siblings, but like sometimes I imagine what it feels like. I mean, the only nice part about being an only child is I got all the toys for myself. I didn't have to share nothing. uh, LOL. But I do actually have a half sister that I found out about years later. But I've never spent any time with her, so it's like she's all the way in Tennessee, and I'm in New York, so that's quite a bit of distance. But as far as I know, she's doing okay. I've seen pictures, and she seems to be doing all right for herself. Hi, Copper. I hope you're doing okay. Can we get some hugs for Copper? It's a bit of a rough time. Hold on. Let me put some hugs in the chat. I can do that. As long as it doesn't involve too much typing, because my keyboard is all the way... keyboard over here. I can reach my keyboard, but it would look really weird if I started to type. Hope you're doing okay, Copper. PN is a beautiful state. Oh yeah, I imagine that it is. I've just never had the opportunity to go, you know? I would love to meet my half sister someday, but I pretty much put it on the maybe this will happen someday list. Because traveling that far takes money. Money I don't have. Dreams, our little family has already been in so much debt just this year from, the washer and dryer breaking and having to get a new one, the refrigerator dying and having to get a new one. And then Chrissy was talking about, oh, what if the microwave dies? And I'm like, Chrissy, going over to stay with my mother from 9 a.m. It is almost 7 here. Almost 7 a.m.? Like, you're in the past, right? I think. I'm in the future. The future is now, thanks to science. But I hope you're doing okay, Copper. I know it's rough. I remember when I lost my stepmom, she was the first, person that I was really, really close to that had passed. And, I didn't fully comprehend, because I was 15 years old, what it was like to lose someone so close to me. I was like, why? Why does this have to happen? Yes, several hours behind you. Hello, X, how are you? Oh, trying to replace appliances is the worst. We're currently paying off our new oven since our previous oven broke the week before Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's been kind of rough for us this year, but rather than complaining or fussing about it, I'm just happy to have a roof over my head, clothes on my back, and food in my belly. If there's one thing that my dad did teach me, it's to be grateful for the little things. We are not struggling as badly as we could. We are okay. We are stable. I mean, it is a little rough having so much credit card debt at the moment, but Dreams has got it handled. He has a very good job, and we're door dashing to try to help with a little bit extra, and I've been doing really well with keeping the grocery bill down, so that also helps out a lot. So we're doing everything we can despite the situation that we kind of got thrown into. Because our house is quite old. I think it was built in the 1920s, and I do not know how old the appliances were, but needless to say, the refrigerator, the old one, it was making some really funky noises, and it was not closing properly. It was slightly ajar no matter how much you closed it. We even had to put a stool against the door to try to help keep it closed, and it was going all the time, every hour, and I was getting worried and concerned that the fridge was on its last legs, and I did not want to be in the situation where it broke and we did not have a replacement lined up. So I had told Dreams my concerns. I was like, I know we just got the new washer and dryer, and that we're dealing with that still, and I'm like, I know this isn't gonna be easy, because a new fridge is not cheap, and the one we got was not as cheap as we had hoped. It cost us $1,800. Hello, Princess. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking, and am I late? No, you're never late. You're never late. But yeah, needless to say, we are okay. We are doing okay, and it's pretty much only because Dreams has this thing, this special card called Pay It Later. At least that's what he calls it. So he can basically say, I'll pay this over time. Or sure. You sound like you are from Western PA. Who, me? I was born and raised in PA, Copper. I don't know if I'm from the west of PA. I was born and raised in PA, so if I have an accent, that's probably why. But, I didn't mention Worcestershire sauce, did I? That's... Yeah, it really sucks. At least most of them are supposed to survive a long time. Luckily, I was an adult when he entered our lives, but my mother was married to him around 30 years. Oh, I'm doing good, Cindy. What about you? LOL. I didn't talk about Worcestershire sauce, did I? I'm confused where that came from. Worcester has a sister? Instead of Worcester, you said Worcester. Oh. Oh. Well, I don't know. Is it okay for me to say the city that I was born and raised in? I don't live there anymore, so it's not like you could go find me there, but I try not to say the city, even though most of you know where I am, especially those of you that have potholders. Worcestershire sauce, lol. Yes, Worcester. Worcester. I've always had trouble with my speaking, my talking. Like, when I was a little Nailah, I was in speech therapy for 5 years. Because I had a really hard time with my THs, my S's, and rolling my R's. I could not say 3. Whenever I would say 3, I would say tree. Because I couldn't get that TH sound. I say W sauce. Hey, I think Worcestershire sauce is funny, you know? It makes everybody laugh. And my stepmom, her name was Lisa. I dedicated my book to that woman. She took me, into her, time, and she helped me with my talking because I was struggling and I was in 5th grade at this point. And when you're in 5th grade, you need to be able to say your THs. So she took the time to really help me, she's like, sound it out bit by bit. So whenever I have a big word that I have struggle with, I'm just like, okay, apia, That's a big word. That's just an example. So you just break it up in little pieces and you just say it slowly and then you put it together. So whenever I have a word that I have trouble with, that's what I try to do. I try to just break it apart into smaller bits. I meet that person when I play Pokemon Arceus. Oh well, sadly Lisa's been in heaven for many, many, many years, Copper. She passed away a week after I turned 15. So she's up in heaven now. I feel like even to this day she's still watching over me. TH sounds were a problem for me too back in grade school from 4th to 6th grade. I went from private classes to work on that. Yeah, speech therapy. I got pulled into that too, but My speech therapist wasn't really working for me. I don't necessarily know if it was completely their fault or if I just wasn't understanding what they were trying to tell me, but Lisa was able to break it down in a way that was easily digestible for me, and I was able to understand. My poor dad, though, can you imagine having Lisa and Alicia in the same house? Poor guy always got our names mixed up. Uh, I think it's funny. My husband had speech therapy himself. Hey, there's nothing wrong with speech therapy, you know? There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying that, like, whoever was teaching me or was supposed to be helping me, I did not understand what they were trying to tell me. I do not blame them. It is not their fault. I think mine helped me pretty well. I don't know. Do my TH sound okay when I talk? But yes, nothing wrong with needing extra help. I mean, granted, when back before I went to speech therapy, when I was in like third grade, all the kids would make fun of me because every time I would try to say the number three, I would say it as tree, and they would go, ha ha, she can't say the number three, ha ha. And this is why I hate the number three. I do not like that number at all because of that. Like, the number isn't hurting me in any way, but because of those bad memories, I just don't like that number. It's common for people to call Lisa Alicia too. I have a Lisa in the family. Yeah, yeah. It happened all the time where my dad would be trying to talk to one of us and call us the wrong name, and we're like, yes. A child moved to Southern California and put me in speech therapy too. Rid me of it. It wasn't speech impediment, just an accent. Therapy worked. A lot of kids are so terrible. I know. I know. It's not fair, but you know, it happens. I got through it. That's all that matters. I still don't like the number three, but walking and texting again, never a good idea for me. Valerie, put your phone in your pocket. You can go into lurk mode until you're done with your walk. Don't make me get a stern tone with you, lady. I remember one kid made fun of my handwriting. Come to find out later, he was trying to copy off my task and couldn't read my dysgraphic handwriting. Oh dear. So he was trying to cheat. How dare. Cheater, cheater, cheater. Safety first. Yes. Put that phone away, young lady. Put it away. Yet pretty much kids can be so cruel, especially since they don't tend to have filters that we learn to build as adults. Though even some adults don't have them either. Yeah, some adults are really bad with filtering themselves. I was like, how is my handwriting your problem? I was so confused that I overheard him talking to his friend about trying to cheat off my test. You should have told the teacher on him. That would have showed him. You know, I was the teacher's pet. I always did everything the teachers asked of me, And, the other kids were like, teacher's pet, teacher's pet. And I'm like, what? You're supposed to listen to your teachers. Like, that's the norm, right? Though I think the worst part of teasing didn't come until I got into high school. I hated gym class. Oh my gosh, I absolutely hated gym class. One day I went into a changing room to change from my normal clothes to my gym clothes, and I put my normal clothes like right at the edge of the changing floor basically, and some girls had come by and like grabbed them when I wasn't looking immediately, took my normal day-to-day clothes and hid them somewhere so that after I was done with my gym class I couldn't change back into my normal school clothes. I looked and I looked and I looked and I couldn't find them, so I had to go the rest of the day in my sweaty gym clothes. I was so embarrassed and I was like, oh, everyone's going to think I stink. And because back then I didn't wear no perfume or have any of that girly feminine stuff, I was like, oh no. That was probably the worst case of teasing I had to deal with. But we got through it. We got through it. Yeah. I was so glad to get out of that gym class in my senior year. I was so happy. I'm like, oh, it's the last day of gym class. Hip hip hooray. Yeah, believe it or not, just because you're a nice person doesn't mean people are going to necessarily be nice to you. Maybe that's why they, invented the phrase nice guys finish last. Also had a gym teacher who was an absolute creeper as well, amongst other stories. Oof. I never had a bad gym teacher. I can say all of my teachers were fine. I like we all know that there are bad there are bad people in the world, and I've definitely heard stories about gym teachers over the years that were really, really awful, but thankfully I've never encountered them. We had a creepy woman gym teacher too, which sucks really, but I mean, some people just never learn to be nice. Well, you don't necessarily know what they're going through. Like, maybe they're also going through a hard time, and their way of basically acting out is by, bullying. I've definitely seen that in cartoons. Like, what was it? Hey Arnold? The one bully that wasn't really bad because he was like behind in his grades, so he was always the oldest one there, and that's why he acted out. There are people like that in real life. Like, they're not doing it necessarily just to be mean. Like, you don't know. So I like to give people the benefit of a doubt. Like, maybe those girls were going through a tough time. I don't know. It's, I think she liked to watch girls in the locker room, if you get my drift. Oh, oh my. This gonna turn into an after dark story time? You have to be careful. There could be youngins here. Did we have the same gym teacher? She would cruise the locker room making excuses to watch us dress. Oh dear. Uh, I'm sorry that y'all had to go through that. Uh, I mean, if the worst thing I had to go through was just wearing stinking clothes, that's not as bad, you know? As someone literally, like, stalking you. Ugh. I've never had anyone stalk me. I should be very grateful for that. True, you never know. There are always two sides to a story, and one of them we don't always find out about. Yes, hugs. Hugs for everyone that had, a rough time with gym class. Did anyone here like gym class? Anyone? I think gym class is the worst class that you have to take. I'm like, why do they make you take gym class? It doesn't teach you anything. I mean, maybe it teaches you that you're not good at sports. Our teacher was fired after middle school after my sister and her two besties found unmentionable mags in her desk and alerted the principal, who fired her. Well, yeah. Well, it's a good thing that, they got that sorted out. No? But yeah. I would be very surprised if there was one person in here that actually liked gym class. I still don't understand why you have to even take gym class. I did not enjoy gym class. No, I don't think there's anyone in here that did. Like, the only sport I was ever good at was running away from people. So I signed up for track and field because I'm like, well, I can run. This same creepy teacher would always laud me as our star athlete, and then the kids would laugh when I would happen to not be good at everything. Did anyone do the parachute where you lift it up and down in a circle? I never understood that one. I did that in like preschool. I remember that. We only did it like the one time though. And I never had to climb the rope and ring the bell. Never had to do that. I don't think I would have been able to climb it. I'm not very good at climbing. Nope, I hated gym. I hated gym too. Are we done? Are we done with the black? Hey, we might be done with the black. Woo! Alright. I did have to climb the rope, terrified of heights. The presidential fitness sit and reach test. We did some gymnastic stuff, but vaulting I was horrible at. Because the horse was set for tall kids, not me. Oh, are you short? Hey, Zenny, somebody else is short. Good morning, Nailah. I may not be able to talk much. I'll be lurking. I'm currently at the hospital. I was very bad. Oh no! I'm okay, but I'm sore everywhere. Oh no! Oh, ragdoll. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you're okay, but that's absolutely terrible. Oh. Someone else short gaffs. Can we get some hugs, people? Hug Ragdoll. Ragdoll, we are thinking of you, okay? Just know that we are thinking of you, and we hope you are resting as much as you can. I understand that this situation is probably very, very stressful, and your anxiety is probably going through the roof, but just know we care, okay? We're glad that you're okay. Just take your time. You don't have to say nothing. Just lurk, okay? Just lurk and watch Nailah paint the pretty the pretty background. Okay. The no. I'm so sorry right now. I'm thinking of you and hope you get to healing soon. Legit rolled over the top of the horse and bumped my head on the underside trying to bolt. Oh no. I'm 5'8" and I have really long legs, so I cannot relate to the not being able to reach stuff. Because normally, if it's really far away, I'm the only one that can reach it. Hopefully, washing down can help the stress. Yes, I hope so. I hope so. Oh, who wants to hear story time with Nailah that's positive? Positive story time with Nailah. Okay, so those of you know that Dreams and I have been door dashing to try to make extra money to help with the, to help with the bills. And this last time that we went out door dashing, we got a Target order, and this person wanted they wanted quite a few things, but one of the things that they wanted was like peach fruit juice, in like a container thing. And we were looking in the refrigerated section in the juices, and we saw like strawberry and lemonade and apple and all the other fruit flavors basically. And I'm like, where's the peach? So I look all the way up on the top shelf of the refrigerated section, basically the highest shelf of the refrigerated area, and I saw two containers all the way in the back. And I looked, and I'm like, there's no way that you could reach that normally. So at first I thought about stepping on there's like a bottom little part you could step on, but it didn't feel solid enough to stand on. So I just reached my arm literally all the way to the back and grabbed the peach fruit juice, and I got it. I had Dream scan it, and we put it in the cart, and he gave me a high five, and I was like, what would you do without me? And he's like, I don't know. So when it comes to being able to reach stuff, I can reach stuff that's far away. I've got long arms and long legs. But the parts that are hard for me are the bending down to the bottom shelf. Those are the parts where I'm like, man, I wish Chrissy was here. Hello, Muriel? Is it Muriel? Let me know. Hi. I'm so sorry, Ragdoll. I'm thinking of you and hope you get healing soon. Okay, I think I read that. I was humiliated more than anything, but yeah, all gymnastic dreams were crushed that day. Yeah, I grew up to be 5'2". My husband is the one who reaches everything since he's 6 foot tall. My mother once paid my husband $20 to go to the local store to get a pack of little Smokies sausages that were on the back of the high shelf. Yeah, and then we also had a situation where they also wanted some shark gummies, and the shark gummies were like all the way in the very back of where they were, and they were the last pack that they had. And I'm like, well, I feel very bad for the next person that wants shark gummies, because I took the last pack. But yeah, I was just so proud of myself. I was like, I do not know what Dreams would have done had I not been there, because Dreams is 5'7". He's only about 1 inch shorter than me, but like he does not have the arm length that I do. So when it comes to reaching stuff in hard to reach places, yeah, it's usually my job. I'm 5 foot tall. I understand the shelf pain. That is the same here. I'm only 5'2". Short people unite. I'm not short, but yay! Yay for being united. Whenever Chrissy and I are together, it's like Chrissy is probably like looking out to me like I'm a skyscraper or something. Uh, but we help each other out. She bends down and gets the stuff that's harder to reach for me because I don't like bending because when you're so tall, bending is the worst. It is the worst. Come on. Yeah, for some reason, Mallard, I didn't remember that you were short. Because Chrissy is, ever since we got our new fridge, Chrissy's like, I'm so short. And I'm like, didn't you already know that? Because the new fridge, it's kind of big and intimidating. Exactly, too bad work keeps me from going on our shopping trips more weeks than not. I don't bend down well either due to POTS. Is POTS short for PCOS? Who are you calling short? Val, you don't want to fight me. Remember, I could totally take anyone. uh, unless it's a pillow fight. If it's a pillow fight, let's go. Pillow fight! This stream is making me laugh. My grabber tool works overnight to reach high and low. No POTS is postural or orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. Okay, can you dumb that down for me? Because I have no idea what that is. Because I have PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome. It basically just means it's really, really, really hard for me to get pregnant, and my chances of miscarrying are higher than normal. But you can have children with PCOS because my half sister has a 10-year-old nephew. He's got a little 10-year-old boy, so it is possible to have kids despite having that condition. Just I don't think it's in the cards for me. I'm to the point where I'm all aboard the adoption train. Someday, Dreams and I will adopt. I don't know when, but someday. Because Lisa was a great stepmom, and I value everything that she taught me, but I never really had a mom, I never really had that person in my life. So it's kind of always been on my radar that I would like to know what it's like to be a mom. And of course, I was a mom to Ace, and I loved him and he loved me so much. But I feel it's different with an actual human, a human child. But I loved Ace. He was my son, and I still have that desire within me to have a human child, to raise and care for. But everyone tells me they think I would be a great mom, but I mean, I know I'm a great mom. I'm good at everything I do. Well, except for sports. I'm not good at sports. I can run, but for how much that gets me. Basically, my heart races when I do postural changes, so my blood vessels don't send upward and my brain freaks out by it. Oh. Okay. That sounds like it sucks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. I think Kaylee also has POTS, because I think I've heard her mention that she has POTS and she's also pansexual. So she's like pots and pans. And I'm like, ha, it's kind of funny. So sorry, had to get some x-rays done. I was ragdoll. Stop typing. I told you you could lurk. If you need to reach out to me, You can send me a short little message on Discord, hon. You do not need to type in the chat, okay? Focus. Breathe. Breathe. Please breathe. It's okay. It's okay. And I was in an accident this morning where a lady came across the yellow line and hit my hubby and myself. He felt fine and went to work. I'm having some pain. Oh no. You were in the car, right? Me and hubby. I'm highly medicated this morning and a little loopy, but I'm okay. Ragdoll, you need to lurk. Please. Please lurk. I'm really concerned for you, okay? It's okay, you just DM me if you need to, but try to breathe, okay? You don't need to apologize for anything. We're just glad you are okay, okay? It's okay. It's okay. Oh my gosh, Ragdoll, that is so scary. I'm glad you're okay. I was driving my mother-in-law's car trying to get him to work this morning. It was real foggy where I live and a lady hit us. You know, she's not very good at listening to me, is she? Crispy, maybe you can help. Maybe you can tell Ragdoll she doesn't need to type in the chat. I mean, if she feels comfortable enough to type in the chat, that's one thing, but she needs to rest. You need to rest, Ragdoll. It's okay to lurk, okay? It is totally okay and valid to lurk. I need a few of our lurkers to come out and support Ragdoll right now. Hey, lurkers! Tell Ragdoll it's okay to lurk. It's okay? Okay. Okay, I can be distracting. Should I show off some of my plushies? Would that help? I'm just concerned, that's all. Ragdoll is a very dear friend of mine, and I hate that she's going through so much tough times right now. Did y'all know that Ragdoll sells custom handmade jewelry? Did y'all know? Hugs. So tight. Yeah, part of what I hate about fog. Too many accidents it causes. Yeah. I mean, I don't have too much trouble with fog. But then again, like, my vision is overall pretty good. I have one lazy eye, but overall, my overall vision is pretty solid. So I'm very grateful for that, because one of my best friends, Kayla, she's legally blind. She can see, but she can only see about 5 feet ahead of her out of one eye. And even that eye is not gonna, like, it could go out at any moment because of the way that it is. I forget exactly the condition she told me, but there is a very high possibility she could be legally blind someday. And you know, I'm very grateful that I can see as well as I do, because I do not know what I would do if I could not see. I'm not really sure how to work. I do what's called a half lurk, and this is helping me keep my mind off the pain. Okay. If this helps, then that's fine. I could get out some of my plushies. Would you like to see some plush? People, do you want me to take a slight break from diamond painting to show off some plushies? I have lots of cute plushies to show. I know you usually see the pineapple one, but if you want to see some of the others, do let me know. Do let me know. Or I could just keep doing this. Whatever is helpful. Whatever we can do to ease your mind and have you not think about the heavy stuff right now. Let's just rest and relax. Unwind. Let yourself flow down a river. I don't mind. What, you want to see the plush? What about everybody else? What does everyone else want? Because if I'm going to move my camera, I'd have to move it completely different for plushie show and tell. This is really beautiful. I'm down for whatever you want to do. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm moving the camera. Okay. Whew. Okay, right there. Hi! Hey everyone. Don't mind me. I kind of hopped out of the shower and didn't brush my hair. Okay, so y'all already know Fenard. I guess we'll go first with Fenard. He is our pineapple mascot of the channel. I found him at a thrift store, and I love him very, very much, and his hair is so soft. He's such a good cuddle plush. I don't sleep with him. He's just my mascot for the channel, because pineapple. And then we have a taco. This is a taco, or some kind of sandwich, but I call him taco. So whenever I look at him, he kind of reminds me of a taco. He is a bum plush. Let's see what it does. It actually say his name is Seamus. His name is Seamus. He's got like a cute little sticker, and he's part of a collection of like slushy, chips, hot dogs, a drink, and some kind of coffee. So I think he is supposed to be just a sandwich, but does he not look like a taco? Or maybe he's supposed to be a chicken sandwich. I don't know. This is taco. And then of course, I don't normally pull this one out, so this one's big. This one is a very big squishmallow squish. Its name is, what is your name? Oh, Babs? Babs. This is Babs. A burb. A very big burb. Like, it's bigger than my head. Ow. And then we have a frog. Frog on top of my head. I have like 3 of this particular frog. It is a Webkins frog. You can tell because he's got the little Webkins on his foot right here. I have like 3 of him. He's very cute. And then sticking with the frogs, we have this frog here. I think Frog Enough would approve. This is a blue frog. Agnello. This is also a squishmallow. I have lots of squishmallows. We like the squish here. And then staying on the frog train, this is not a plushie, but it's cute, so frog cat. Just trying to get it out of the way. And we have another frog. This is Starry Dreams, I think I called him. He's got stars like all over, so I figured that was a good name. And he is a prince. He's a prince. He's got hair on him. It's squishy. Okay. Alright. Next we have my other frog. I think you've seen this one a few times. I think. I can't get this just right. There, how's it look? And then, sticking with the frogs, we have the angry frog. This frog is very angry. What did you do to this frog? Ribbit! 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 I got him last year as a gift from Chrissy, so this is my angry frog. Look at his butt. Okay. And then this next one is a pony. This is a pony, people. Well, actually, it's a Kieran. I know Selena is out there somewhere, and she has not seen the Kierans yet, so it might be a slight spoiler, but this is Autumn Blaze. You will get to meet her eventually, and if there's one thing I could say about her in particular, she's very hyper. She's very much Pinkie Pie energy, bounce, 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 bounce. And then, oh look, it's another frog. Imagine that. Nailah has a lot of frogs. Who would have guessed? And then this next one is very special, okay? This is Aki, and he's got some dust on him too. And if you don't know anything about Aki, I made him. I made Aki with my own two hands. That's why Aki is very special. He's a chocobo. He was the very first plushie I ever made, so he's definitely got some beginner plushie energy. And when I originally finished him, my ex said that his eyes looked kind of weird. What do y'all think? Do y'all think his eyes are weird? I think he's fine. He's just a little derpy. He's so cute. I love him. I love Aki. You right here. I thought he was, yes, he is a chocobo. And then, of course, this one's relatively new. I found a Garfield plushie that says, "Fragile, handle with care." That is me. I am fragile. Please handle with care. And then this next one, I know some of you have seen it before, but this next one is a little horsey. It has like little babies. I found this at the thrift store, and I've never ever seen a seahorse plushie. And the fact that it had little babies too, I just had to get it. So this is the little seahorse plush with its little babies. Look at these little babies. That's very cool, Nailah. You should make some cute little stuffies to post in your profile. Oh dear. That's pressure. I don't know, Ragdoll. And then this is another pony. This is a Sip. Sip is a G5 pony. So she is from the future generation, and she has the most in common with Rainbow Dash. She loves to fly and she loves to go fast. And she's very much a tomboy. Very much a tomboy. She has no interest in being a princess. She just wants to like learn about the past and figure out, I can't. Oh, there goes the frog. Where'd it go? It fell. I got him. Sorry to miss the rest of this, but I have to go now. Bye, Copper. Thank you so much for coming, and I hope everything is okay. Sending hearts. Okay. Now, I don't want to show off my entire plushie collection, so how about one more? One more? Okay. I think we should make this last one special. Yeah, we should. Y'all want to see Snowheart? Y'all have seen Snowheart before, right? Y'all want me to go get her? Please raise your hand in the chat if you want me to go get Snowheart, because Snowheart is big and heavy, and she is a lot to handle, just like me. Yes, we have so many cute plush. Yeah, well, I don't want to show every single plush off, because not only would that take up probably the rest of the stream, but we want to save some for Monday. We gotta save some for Monday. Okay, we got some hands. Oh, okay. Now, some people would say this is the dream of every single person that has a My Little Pony OC out there in the world, is to have a plush of your OC. So this is Snowheart. I'm gonna have to pick her up so you can see her. See her cutie mark right here. It's a heart inside of a snowflake. I don't know if you can see the snowflake the way the camera is. I don't know if I can get it in there. I'm trying. But this is Snowheart. She is a bat pony because I am nocturnal. I love the night, and she has this pink, she's got a pink hoodie, and she's got a little dust too, that she likes to cover herself in because she doesn't like anyone to know that she's a princess because she doesn't like all the attention. So she tends to hide and just pretend that she's just a Pegasus. If you take the hood off, you can clearly see her horn and her big floofy mane, that she is a bat. She's a bat, and this is a hoodie. And on the front, they even included a little pin. This is a Pinkie Pie pin, meaning she's got lots of energy. But she is very calm, but she has a lot of heart. She has a lot of heart, which is basically what the heart represents, that she's got a very caring, kind demeanor, but she's very calm in the face of adversity. Like I said, she is huge. She is huge. I'm gonna go put her down now. Okay, that's the end of Plushy Show and Tell, people. The end. Okay. It seems like a good time for me to take a break. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. If y'all need to stretch, grab a drink, grab a snack, take your medicine, grab a second cup of coffee. Now would be the perfect time to do that. I will be back in just a few minutes. Please enjoy the BRB screen. I'm back. Back. Let me get the camera adjusted so we can continue diamond painting. Is that where it was last time, roughly? Welcome back, everyone. Hopefully everyone did all the things. Even though I don't have coffee right now. Coffee, coffee, coffee. All right. Let's get back to business, shall we? But yes, a Snowheart is my pony Sona, as they call it in the My Little Pony world. They call it, your pony OC original character is called a pony Sona. So she is a version of me that's also slightly different from me. Not a whole lot different, but at least enough of a difference where she is her own unique individual and she's not just me copy pasted into a pony. I hope that makes sense. Like she developed on her own and she's a very good character. Snowheart is very sweet. And the reason that she is a bat is because, I was nocturnal for a very long time. So I was like, well, it just makes sense that she's a batacorn rather than, your typical alicorn. She's unique in that way. And believe it or not, when we took her to the PonyCon, I found out the hard way that she's very heavy to carry around for con, but everyone was like loving up on her, loving how big she was, loving how detailed she was, and I'm like, oh. I kept handing her to Dreams because I'm like, she's so heavy. So the second year that I went to the PonyCon, I'm like, I'm leaving her home. I'm leaving her at home. It was a little sad, but she's just so heavy. Carrying her around all day long is just too much. It's too much. But I love Snowheart, and I know she cost a lot of money, so I treasure her dearly. And don't worry, Dreams also has a Pony OC plush as well that I got commissioned for him. It's just his OC is like half the size of Snowheart. You could say that boy definitely got lucky, if you know what I mean. Hi Nailah, hi everyone. Hey Lori! Did you see my latest post, Lori? I'm going to be getting a kitten this weekend. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited I can hardly contain myself. I don't know if I want to use this one. It has a little something extra on it. I can get it off. Can I? Apparently. Yeah, let's not use that one. Where did it go? How was Mookie? How was the little kitten doing? I'm guessing she's probably not so little anymore. She's probably starting to grow up. She's probably starting to grow into a big Mookie. Why am I like this? Instead of closing the window, I keep closing the browser. Oh no. It's... Here, I thought you liked me. You just closing the whole browser? Like, how dare. And don't worry, I do that all the time. I'm like, oh no. I go to close Facebook after I stalk the 10 Lives Club, the place where the cats are, the shelter. I close it because I'm like, oh, there's no updates on my kitten. And when I close it, I close the whole thing rather than just Facebook. And I'm like, oh no, we're going to miss something important on April's stream. Ah! I have you open on my phone, so I'm still in the stream. Ah. So you have me open in two places? Wow. You must really like me. I'm quite flattered. Very flattered. I know a lot of people like to put April on their TV and they put me on their phone because sometimes April and I conflict with one another because she usually starts at 11 and I always end at noon. So there's like that 1 hour where she's streaming that I can't watch. And I'm like, no. Nailah, yes, kitten vibes. Mookie is now full grown and some days we have to limit her crunchy treats, but she still plays like a kitten. She loves her tunnel toy. Aww. I should get some toys for my kitten. Well, probably get kitten first, then get toys. It's probably how it should go. We do have like this little cat scratchy thing that has like little balls in the bottom that you can move around in a circle that Dreams got from Temu. I don't know if the little kitten will like it or not, but here's hoping. Here's hoping it does. And we also have like this mushroom scratching post that he also got off of Temu. And like Maple just doesn't have any interest in any of it because she's like, no. She's like, no, I am too good for these toys. And I'm like, yeah, Maple, you're a diva. You definitely want to play with Temu toys. Though I am kind of hopeful that maybe the new cat will like the ramen bed. We have a ramen shaped cat bed that Ace loved. Oh, he loved that bed. It was the first cat bed in a very long time that he actually liked. I was so happy, and every time I look at that cat bed, I can still see the silhouette of Ace's big chunky shadow. And I'm like, oh, I can't look at it for too long because I start getting all emotional and missing my boy, which is normal, but I don't like to be sad, so I try to remember all the happy times so that I don't get as sad. And I have a picture of him on my phone, and I give him a kiss every night. I'm like, good night, Ace. Good night, buddy. I know you're watching over me. Doing okay, just tired. Stayed up too late reading. Yes. Hearts for Ace. He was such a good boy, such a good son. He was strong just like his mama up until the very end. I think he knew. I think he knew that his time was coming. Because literally the night before, the night before he passed, he hopped up on the couch beside me and Chrissy, and I would have stayed on the couch beside him, but someone hadn't folded the laundry, so it was kind of uncomfortable for me to sit there. So I said, okay, Chrissy, why don't you give Ace a good brushing? He loves a good brushing. So I went back over to my chair and I sat down and did my normal computer things, and she gave him a good brushing, and then, the next morning he was gone. So he got to sit with us and, be with us for one last time. There's no way I could have known, but had I known, I would have been uncomfortable and stayed on the couch. But I did see him later that night when I was in the bathroom getting ready for bed, and he came in to he came in while I was holding Maple in my arms, so I went to put Maple down and I started to call him over. I'm like, "Come on, Ace, come here," so I can, so I could hold him. And he wouldn't come to me. He would not come. And like, I almost think he was, saying, "Maple will be here for you. She'll be able to comfort you when I'm gone." And the fact that Maple had been with him downstairs that night, I'm just glad that he wasn't alone. I'm gonna make everyone all emotional. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to. I swear I'm not trying to. But yeah, I think Ace is watching over me, and the kitten distribution center. It's time. I've been waiting for this kitten to be old enough to be adopted. It's time. Kitten will probably love the ramen bed. Extra hugs. I say hi to Josie's picture when I walk by. Handsome boy, sniff sniff. Yeah. I think about Jonesy sometimes. He sounded like such an adorable kitty. I imagine, it's probably still rough for you sometimes. But whenever I think about the rough times, I try to not replace it, but immediately think of a happy moment where Ace had comforted me when I was in a lot of pain. Like just this past year, I was in a lot of pain. And I was reading a book for Rymanora's book club. And he came upstairs to stay with me because he knew I was in pain. And he wanted to be there. That picture always gets me choked up. But it's happy tears rather than sad ones. I'm okay. I'm okay. Anyone got some good jokes? I'm not very good at jokes. I would never make it as a stand-up comedian. Ace, rainbow, rainbow, cat, donut, donut, donut. Yes. Probably eating all the donuts up there. At least he doesn't have to worry about cat failing anymore. Sometimes when he would try to climb up to my recliner, he would jump up and he would only half make it, so he would start falling backwards. So I like to think now that he has his angel wings, he'll never cat fail ever again. He's got his wings now. Why did the puppy sit in front of the mirror with a notepad? Because he wanted to reflect on his positive qualities. Positive. Positive. No. Positive. Oh, what a cute joke. There's only one joke I really know, and it's not really a joke, it's more of a riddle. What do a bell and an orange have in common? They both have appeal. You're welcome. There's your riddle of the day. What's black and white and red all over? A newspaper. I asked ChatGPT to write me a clean joke about puppies. Maybe I should just get one of those 101 jokes, family friendly jokes. I'm sure those books still exist. Ha! Appeal newspaper. Yep. I got that from the 60s Batman. I don't know if anyone else here has watched the 60s Batman, but the Riddler, he had some funny riddles. Dad, dumb, Nailah. Dad-a-dum? You see, my dad was he was very much dad jokes. So my sense of humor is just dad jokes. That's why I have a very hard time with comedy. I'm like, is that supposed to be funny? I don't get it. My dad, my mom. My mom did rent it to show it to my nephew for good, clean fun. Oh yeah, it's definitely very funny. Uh, it's been a long time since I watched it. Good times. Speaking of those old TV shows, my dad always said I was like Gilligan from Gilligan's Island. Do any of y'all see that in me? Am I Gilligan? Because Gilligan, he had a really good heart and he had good intentions, but a lot of times his good intentions didn't always come off in the best way or the best manner. But at least he had good intentions. Anything you would have read on an oatmeal bag or popsicle stick is the kind of joke that was in my husband's wheelhouse. uh, Telling me needs to get better jokes. That's what I tell Dreams all the time. Anytime Dreams tries to tell me I'm a joke, I'm like, you need to get better jokes. Nailah, 60s Batman, my favorite all-time show, and classic 60s Star Trek. My mom would watch Gilligan's Island with us. Yeah, I loved Gilligan's Island. I like most of the older shows. I think the only one I didn't really fully get into was, oh, the whistling one, the Andy Griffin Show. I didn't really fully get into that one. I mean, it was always on. Like, it was always on TV, and I would watch it if it was on, but, like, I didn't love it, if that makes sense. Hopefully nobody's, like, really? Like, that one was hilarious. I'm like, yeah, maybe to you it was. But it just, I don't know, something about it. Probably my least favorite of all the older shows. Hello, popping in to drop a like. Hello, Classy. Thank you for popping in. I think both of us were kind of Gilligan's. Mine especially with his clumsiness. I watched it with my grandma, but I didn't love that show either. I loved I Dream of Jeannie. Oh, Jeannie was hilarious. And Bewitched. Oh, Bewitched is so great. Like, there's so many better ones that you could be watching that are that old. And even like Leave It to Beaver, which was not one of my all-time favorites, but like it was still better in my opinion. And who could forget I Love Lucy? My sister and I would watch G.I. Do you mean Gilligan? Is G.I. short for Gilligan? Or is that a show I maybe missed? We did watch I Dream of Jeannie with my mom too. You see, sometimes I feel like I'm too young to watch all these shows, but we had TV Land, which would show all the older shows. What, Brady Bunch? Brady Bunch was funny, but I didn't watch that one all the time. Like the Andy Griffin Show, even though it wasn't my favorite, it was always on. Like when I was working at Kmart in 2019, right before I would, get ready for work at like 7 a.m. in the morning, they were playing the Andy Griffin Show for like 2 hours. I'm like, okay, I mean, if it's on, I'll watch it, but you could play something different. I'm guessing a lot of people must really liked it because it was always on. It didn't matter what time of day it was. You could watch the Andy Griffin Show any time of the day. Now the one that I did not watch, I don't know if it's older than all the rest of the ones, but the Gilmore Girls. I never really watched the Gilmore Girls. Now, when I was doing my caregiving days, I saw like a few episodes here and there of the Gilmore Girls. But is that show like older? I don't know. So, if anyone knows, please inform me. Gilligan's Island, I Dream of Jeannie, and Batman after school, then homework, then dinner, and then Star Trek at 6 p.m. Good memories. Little House on the Prairie, Michael Landon was gorgeous. I, Valerie, I didn't really like Little House on the Prairie. I was kind of bored. Whenever that would be on, I would like flip the channel to something else. Uh, My dad used to make fun of me, and he said the only reason I watched the 60s Batman was because I wanted to see Robin in his tights. And I'm like, no, I actually like the show. And he's like, mm-hmm, sure you do. Uh, mm, mm, mm. All right. Gilmore Girls was in the 2000s. Oh, so it's actually newer than those other shows. Yes, guys in tights. No thanks. Uh, I can admit that when I was like a preteen, I loved Robin Hood. Disney's Robin Hood. You know, the fox. I don't know if that makes me weird, but he was like my first crush. My very first crush was Robin Hood from Disney. I'm just gonna put it out there. I am not embarrassed to say it. But well, I think my first human crush that wasn't real was Aladdin. Oh, I loved Aladdin. Who was your first cartoon crush? And it's okay, we won't judge you here. Val, the young man who played Almanzo Wilder on Little House, went to my high school. He was quite older than me. I never met him in person. Oh, wow. Yep, he was my first crush, too. I guess I've always been a furry. Okay, let's see. We need M17. You stop that, Chrissy. Brian, I promise. This girl and her coughing, I tell you. I'm a longtime Xena Warrior Princess fan. Oh yeah, I love Xena. Oh, Xena's great. Was she your first crush? That would make a lot of sense. This cat is really coming along. Man, how long have we been working on this? It's been a while. Did we start it back in the fall? I know I got it to be a fall diamond art, but like working on it in the spring feels so weird. Xena would watch her all the time. You ever watch a cartoon and then immediately go outside and try to do all the cartoon things that they were doing and wonder why you couldn't do it? That was me with Kim Possible. I loved Kim Possible so much that I would go outside and try to do some of the like cartwheels and flips that she was doing, And even with as flexible and long legs and long arms as I have, I could not do a cartwheel. Could not do a cartwheel. Like, why can't I do this? My first childhood crush, and I know it sounds silly, but Garth from Wayne's World. Explain a few things about me, I guess, although not a cartoon. Can't say I've ever crushed on a cartoon character. Wow, that's impressive. Never? Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, well, who was your first crush? If you don't want to say it, that's fine. But if you are comfortable saying, we won't judge you here. And if you just want to tell me, you can slide it in my DMs. I remember my first actual crush, like on a real person. Um, his name was Dalton, and I met him in my sixth grade class because when I was in sixth grade, they put me in special classes for kids that were, having lots of problems with regular schooling. Because a lot of people say that they put you in those classes because they don't think you're smart enough to go through the regular format of learning. And I was way too smart to be in that class. But there was this one kid, his name was Dalton, and he looked really cute, okay? He had like that Zac Efron style of hair, from High School Musical. And he was kind of a punk. And he wasn't very nice to me. But I liked him. I'm like, oh, he's so cool, you know? Your very first crush is not necessarily a good one. And he and I would always like compete against each other in Tetris. And I was so proud of myself when I kicked his butt in Tetris. I kicked his butt. I was like, ha! You might be better at basketball, but I'm better at Tetris. And then in eighth grade, I was out in all regular classes again. I had gotten out of the special classes, and basically he respected me for that. And when I was walking in at the end of my eighth grade year to get my backpack and take my stuff home for the last time before moving on to high school, he was like, "Hey, Alicia." And it was the very first time he had ever called me by my name. Before that, he called me retard. And I still liked him. Uh, Needless to say, I don't know what I was thinking. uh, but, at least he did end up respecting me at the end. So, there's that. I'm still gonna hold that Tetris thing above his head, though. If I ever see him again, I'll be like, I'm better than you at Tetris. Patrick liked me, but I was crushing on Fred because Fred always was nice. Oh, Val. My first celebrity crush was Ricky Ricardo. Ricky Ricardo. Who is that? That's is that someone I should know? Wait, is he the one that sings that one song that's like a meme? People are terrible. I mean, I hope like that he grew up and, got better, but I don't know. I never saw him after I went to high school, so I don't know. I do not know. I love Lucy, her husband. Oh, cool. Cool, cool, cool. I hope Ragdoll is okay. I mean, probably not okay, but I hope she's stable. No, that poor girl. Wish I could just reach through the screen and give her a big hug. Robin from first Batman movie, but I can't recall the actor's name. The first Batman movie? Hold on. We can figure this out. Ah. Wait, are we talking the '60s Batman or the other Batman movie? Because it showed me the '60s. Burt Ward or a different Batman? This was a different Batman. List of Batman film cast members. Well, that's Batman, not. What about Robin? I'm trying to find Robin. No, that was Batman. Burt Ward was the first Robin. The '89 movie. Batman Forever? That's not the first one, is it? Batman Forever. That's in 1995. What was the first one? It was called Batman? Batman movie. 2022, 1989. There we go, 1989. Alright, who's Robin? I see Batman. It doesn't say who's Robin in here. I'm looking. Hey Nadina, how are you? Okay, I'm trying to find. I still don't see it. I will still see who was Robin. Was Robin not in that film? Crispy thanks, but Robin, not Batman. I see the Joker. I see Michael Keaton as Batman. Kim Basinger as Vicky. Robert as Alex and Knox. Pat Hingle as Commissioner Gordon. Billy D. Williams as Harvey Dent. Michael Goth as Alfred. Jack Penelance as Carl Grimson. Jerry Hall as Alicia Hunt. Tracy Walter as Bob. Lee Wallace, William Hootkins. Garen Hagen. Adam Myers as Taurus' son. David Box as Thomas Wayne. And Sharon Holm as Martha Wayne. You sure it was the 1989 movie, Lori? I don't know if Robin was in that film. It's not showing me a Robin. I am confuzzled. Awake because the dog busted in my door like a SWAT team. Oof, silly pups. Hopefully they didn't break the door. Yes, hopefully they did not break the door. That would not be good. Oops, I guess I mean the second movie. My bad. So you do mean Batman Forever then? Oh, Batman Returns. Batman Returns? 1992? Okay, does this one have a Robin in it? As the director of the third film in 1995, so this should be the second one. Does this one have a Robin in it? Batman, Penguin, Catwoman, Alfred, James Gordon. Nope, there's no Robin in that one either. It has to be Batman Forever then. Oh wait, Batman and Robin is in 1997. Okay. Is it... Where is... Ah! Chris O'Donnell? Chris O'Donnell, yeah, Batman Forever. Oh yeah, I totally had a crush on him too. He was a really good actor. Well, at least we finally found it. I was like, why can't I find it? Google help. Oops, I guess I mean the second movie. They didn't break it, but still they bounced on me and hurt me. Oops. Well, hopefully you're okay, Nadina, twinsy. It's good to see you, though. Hugs, naughty pups. Some of the songs in that movie soundtrack live rent-free in my head. Y'all are making me want to go rewatch the Batman movies now. Maybe I'll put that on my to-do list. I love Batman. Currently, Chrissy and I are re-watching the Shrek movies, and Shrek 3 is on the to-do list. So I'm like, Shrek 3 is probably the worst of the Shrek films, in my opinion. Sorry about the wild goose chase. It's okay. We had fun. We had a good time. We figured it out in the end, so at least it wasn't a wild goose chase that led to nothing, because I don't know if you've ever been on one of those goose chases where you're looking for something and you're looking for something and you get to the end and you're like, okay, I just can't find it. Chris O'Donnell is now part of one of the NCIS teams on TV. I don't watch NCIS anymore. I used to. I used to watch it on the regular, but it's just kind of boring nowadays. I much prefer Criminal Minds. Criminal Minds is much more intense, in my opinion. But even that, I don't really watch anymore. Because sometimes it gets too intense. I'm like, I need a break. Mystery solved. Yes, exactly. My mom crushed on him too, Lori. He was in Fried Green Tomatoes. It's NCIS is my dad's favorite TV show. Good for him. Don't tell him I think it's boring nowadays, okay? We'll just keep that between you and me, okay? He does not need to know. But I don't really watch much TV nowadays. It's just too much for paying for streaming service or paying for cable, and I can't be bothered. But normally don't have money to go get a soda, so how am I going to have money to keep up with all these TV shows, you know? I think he's on the LA one. Val, he was in Fried Green Tomatoes? Cool. I don't really watch TV nowadays either. Yeah. I bet I know what you do watch though. I bet you watch streams. Yeah, I bet. Just a guess. I tell you, I thought I was gonna be hot up here wearing my Garfield pajama pants, but it's actually really nice up here today. It's not hot at all. Yes, primarily YouTube overall. Hey, that's usually what I watch half the time. Half half the day I spend in other people's streams. Like I'll go from April to like Kaylee, JoJo. I'll go around to as many of my content creator friends as I can, trying to show them a little bit of support, you know. I don't know how much it helps, but I try. I try. I'm sure y'all have seen my name in other people's chats. They'll be like, it's the princess! She be here. Now, the sad thing is there's not enough of the princess to go to everyone's stream. I wish I could, but I just try to get around where I can. And there are some days where I just kind of want to be on my own. And then I'll go watch Chopped for like 4 hours. Yeah, I was in K Daisy's stream this morning. I was there. Did you see me there? I couldn't stay very long because I had to hop in the shower, but I was there for a little bit. Just a little. I hope I start feeling better today, but that stomping on my chest hurt. Oh no. This always feels like a grown-up version of the light bright. You know, that's a fair point, April. Also, hello. If you don't know April Honey, she is an amazing, wonderful, lovely friend of mine who also does a lot of cozy Animal Crossing, and she's a great and wonderful talented artist too. Did you know that she did the badges for my channel? Did you? Did you? If you didn't know, you know now. How are you today, April? Are you streaming today? Is today one of your streaming days? I I can't seem to remember your schedule. Oops. Oh gee, Light Bright. I had one of those. I had one of those too. I loved my Light Bright. I played with that thing so much. We actually got this light box from Joann's. It's probably one of the best things we bought from Joann's, other than obviously the fabric, so that I can be crafty. Ha! I beat you this time, Crispy. Woo! Go Zenny! YouTube is my entertainment. Who knows? Does anyone else watch some videos of many different types? Of course, ACNH is always my fave. No surprise. I watch a variety of things. I know Misty Vale Gaming has been playing Ranch of Rivershine, and for the past 2 nights I've been chilling in her stream while diamond painting. I'm like, my fiance says I'm not supposed to do anything, so I'm just gonna chill out here watching you while I diamond paint. That's... Hey, sorry, I knew you were speaking of not getting around enough. I do get around quite a bit, but I don't really always talk in chat. Sometimes my hands hurt too much. It's okay, April. If you need to lurk, go ahead. I do watch a huge variety of things, though. Yeah, I try to get around to as many as I can. It's just... Like, this morning, just this morning, Rye Minora was streaming, and I'm like, I don't have time to sit here and watch both K Daisy and Rymanora, and Rymanora had a lot of people in her chat, so I was like, okay, I'll go lurk, I'll go like semi-lurk in K Daisy's stream. I said hi, and I did type a few other things, but I really had to get around for my own stream, so I couldn't stay very long. But I hate feeling like I have to choose. Because I want to support as many people as I can. Just at the end of the day, there's only one Nailah. Only one. I'm the only one. I had gone through our shed one year and found my dad's light bright. Boy, that thing put out a lot of heat. I watch a lot of random stuff on YouTube. Oh yeah, I get some like videos that pop up that I didn't even look up the topic, and I'm like, huh? I'm like, why do I want to know the history of the Bratz dolls? I go to the streams with less crowds. Yeah. Yeah, Ryan Minora had like 1 point something K people watching, and I'm like, did she get rated by Nick again? Because I've been chilling and beaking up Nick's streams really early in the morning on the days I see him pop up. I usually say hi, and then I kind of lurk after that because there's just too many people typing. And I was telling Dreams about Nick because he was playing Planet Crafter the other morning, and Dreams was like, "Don't build your first area in the place where it drops you because it'll be under the sea." Uh, I don't play Planet Crafter. I do play Satisfactory with Dreams off camera once in a blue moon, just because he really enjoys it. But in all honesty, it's not my cup of tea. I just got the X-ray done, and then they took me down the hall and got the CT scan. I'll be talking to the doctor soon. Fingers crossed, everything will be good. Maybe I can get home by noon. Okay, okay. Hope it's good. Hoping for good news, Ragdoll. You don't have anything you have to work on today, right? You can just take it easy. Maybe I should send you a diamond painting. Would you like me to send you a diamond painting in the mail? I have plenty of them. I could definitely send you one if you're interested. It'll be Nailah's diamond painting service for friends. I shall get more people hooked. I'm so evil. The worst. How do y'all put up with me? How do y'all put up with me? Ragdoll River Song. Flower, hug, flower, hug, flower, hug. Silly Nailah. Yes, I'm very silly. Sometimes you just gotta let it go. Let it flow down the river. And no, I will not sing the song, but we don't want to get copyrighted. I ask you guys how you put up with me daily, because you're absolutely awesome. Yes, I absolutely am awesome. I know. It's so hard being me. You know, the other day when I was out on my 5 mile walk that I shouldn't have taken, I saw like a few college guys kind of giving me looks like I was the hottest girl they'd ever seen. And I'm just like, yeah, you can look. uh, College kids, am I right? I need food, but I'm not feeling like getting it. Can you DoorDash it? Because that's the one way you can get food without having to get up. Just make sure you tip your DoorDasher. Be nice to your DoorDasher. Ragdoll, laugh, 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 heart. I got asked by a college kid. I got asked out by a college kid. I was like, my daughter is your age. Well, no one has ever asked me out, thankfully. But I did have one time where this older guy was walking down the road, and I was also walking down the road, and he was like, he was probably like, whoa. Did this come from here? Must have. And he was complimenting me and kind of being semi flirty. So I kind of flashed my ring at him, and he's like, oh, you're already taken. And I'm like, yes, sir, I am. I'm very happily engaged. And he's like, oh, darn, that guy must be really lucky. And I'm like, yeah, he is really lucky. Some of my friends that I know from my My Little Pony writing days, they say Dreams won the girlfriend lottery. And I'm like, I think I won the boyfriend lottery when Dreams actually asked me out, because I've had a lot of really bad luck with relationships in the past, and it had gotten to the point where I was done. I was done with the dating fiasco, if you will. I had tried everything. I tried casually dating. I tried Tinder. I tried Plenty of Fish. I tried joining a group. You know, I was putting myself out there as best as I could because I was ready to, start seriously looking for a serious commitment. But everyone I met either wanted some tail, or they just were gay, or not really interested. So it was like constant rejection after rejection after rejection after rejection. And I looked at Ace, and I was like, Ace, you're the only man for me. And that was April 2020, the start of COVID, when I told Ace that. I said, you're the only guy for me. I don't need no one. I will be a happy, crazy cat lady with 50 cats. It'll be fine. And then literally the next month, I reconnected with Dreams. So we're talking about bat ponies. The ponies, the bats. Because he had written a bat story, and I had remembered his bat story because he had wanted me to read it, and I had read as much as he had of the story up to that point, and he had like a new chapter published, and I'm like, hey, these people are talking about bat stories, so you should come talk about your bat story. And he's like, I'd rather talk to you. I haven't talked to you in a long while, because I had been avoiding talking to him because I could feel myself having these feelings for this strange guy on the internet, and I'm like, no. I was like, no, we are not doing this again. And turns out, he was the one. He was the one. And like, when he asked me out and said he'd see me in 10 days, I'm like, what? I'm like, he's not serious, is he? And then he showed up at my doorstep. And the rest is history. Plenty of Fish is trash. My eldest sister went searching on there, and the first recommendation she got was from her ex-husband that she was divorcing. Oof. Well, my situation wasn't as good, but better than that. I met basically a gay furry that introduced me to this fursuit group, and he's like, here, go to this fursuit group. Maybe you'll find someone there. And the worst thing you can be told when you're on a potential date is, hey, let's just be friends. Yeah, Plenty of Fish was horrible. Been a long time since I used it, but it seemed all the ones interested in me either smoked or drank a lot, and I was all, nope. Yeah, I don't recommend dating apps to people because 9 times out of 10, you're not going to find someone that way. I am very grateful that I found Dreams the way that I did, and like, I know I ramble on and on about how much I love ponies, but if it wasn't for ponies, I still might be living with my dad. So, like, it's a very big deal to me that I was able to get out of that situation. Dreams was able to help me have a future, to be here with all of you. I'm allergic to most smokes, or highly inherent at least, so dating someone who smokes would not be fun. No, we gotta get you hooked up with someone, though. We gotta find Chrissy a date. Yes, Dreams is amazing. He is. He drove all, well, he flew down to Utah and kidnapped Chrissy so she could live here with us. She's basically our adopted child, even though she's older than us. I think that social groups are better than dating apps. Yes. Well, that's what my dad said. He said you should join a group and just casually meet someone that way. But the thing that didn't help was I joined a furry group, of fursuiters, and all the fursuiters were gay. They had no interest in a girl. None whatsoever. But it was a lot of fun to hang out with them. It was just like, it's nice, but it's not what I really wanted. This really, yes. Finding someone the natural way is the best way to do it. But I felt like I was a hopeless case that, I was the problem. This is why we have the Garfield plushie that says, handle with care. Because my very first week in New York, I was like terrified that Dreams would just take me back to the trailer and not want me anymore. I had very high anxiety issues. And Dreams was just able to take all that mess and turn it into something positive. Copper Ballard met her husband in a Pokemon group. Aw. That's so sweet. I like Pokemon, but every time I went to like a Pokemon thing, it was always kids. Always kids. I always feel like I'm the problem, so I get you. I met my husband on a school field trip to an art museum. Aww. That sounds so romantic. Dreams keeps threatening to take me to an art museum. He's like, maybe it will inspire you to actually draw more. Because he wishes I would draw more. I was like, I drew you that Brian act. What else do you want from me? Flip over. Flip over. You should draw on stream. On stream? April, you are crazy. I've drawn once on stream. I drew a pony. You could go watch that if you wanted to. I barely have the confidence to draw off stream, let alone on camera. I don't think I'm that good. Make it all on this side. Oh, there's one. I had a very interesting childhood, so I apologize a lot. I constantly feel like I'm the problem. My hubby tells me all the time that I'm crazy and I'm wonderful and never his problem. You could do the sketch off stream and then color and all that on. I think you are. Gotta get ready, love you. Yes, I took my meds. Good. Bye, April. Okay, I know April's probably leaving, but I'll make you a deal, April. I've been needing to draw Valerie's Pinky, her pup. I will sketch it off camera, and when it's ready to color, I will color my own drawing for members. Is that good? Okay. Hey, Chrissy, start getting ready to go. Make sure you have your shoes, your wallet, maybe a coat. I don't know if it's windy out, so check the weather. See if we need to take the umbrella with us or not. So I'm going to be wrapping up stream shortly. I'm just going to try to get as far as I can before I stop. Normally I would go raid April, but I think today she's having a member stream. I don't know if I can do that. Unless all of you are April Honey members, then it would be fine. There's no guarantee. Thank you, Sunny. I think you are wonderful. She hasn't worn her flick necklace yet. Tell her she needs to wear it. I just want to see if I can at least finish the M's. There are quite a few M's over on this side. Oh, y'all can't see what I'm doing, huh? Hey, Crispy, who is streaming right now? Okay, we did not. I don't see anyone. No one? Really? Is there anyone coming up? Let me look. Let me look. I see Moxie. Wait. Yeah, I see Moxie. Wanna go to Moxie? Guffy? Oh, now I'm conflicted. Guffy's got more people watching but less subscribers. Moxie has less people watching but more subscribers. Y'all pick, okay? Y'all pick. In the meantime, we got the tree pretty much done. We still have little bits inside of the tree to do, but it's mostly done. The tree is mostly done. We got quite a bit of the leaves done as well, so next time we're going to go in and wrap that up, hopefully, and start working on the background. Again, this is Guffy. This is what we've got done. Can y'all see this? I'm getting further away from the camera. Can y'all see the progress? Can you see it? I can see clearly now. It's almost done. I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to go ahead and get my station cleaned up, but y'all don't need to watch that, so I'm going to go ahead and get a link for Guppy set up. Just please bear with me. This is what the cat looks like without the light. I'm sorry, horsey. No, you lost one of your babies. No, no, no. You can't lose your little babies. I'm gonna have to redo my plushie pile. It's all messed up now. Ah. I've got frogs and Garfield falling on me. Things falling. Traveling for Guppy. That's what I was trying to do. Alright. I'm gonna put this in the chat for all of you. Now I need to go into my own stream so that I can add the redirect. Give me just a second. Okay, edit. Oh, we're one like away from 20. If there's anyone here that has not liked the stream, if you have not liked the stream and you would like to support the channel, it would be pretty amazing. Okay, redirect has been added. Alright, people, thank you so much for being here. Remember, stay safe, stay awesome, and always know you're sweet as a pineapple. Bye, everyone. Bye.